So what's up, y'all? Shout out to Alan, Mastermind Group member, aka AJ's, who's in the Mastermind Group. He requested that I do this video on personal branding. He wanted to know basically how to get started, and I also wanted to cover the importance of personal branding. So, as y'all know, my personal brand has done a lot for me in particular because, for one, I'm able to sell a book. Like I have my ebook on Amazon, Is It a Scam? The Truth About Commercial Cleaning Franchises. That sells on Amazon, and every day since I released it back in, I don't know, 2015, I think I released that book, it's been selling. I get at least some type of royalty check. It's not always a big one, but I get at least a royalty check every single month since I released it 2 years ago, all because I have a personal brand, right? So that's number one. I can do, like, as y'all know, I was able to get a job without even applying for a job or even wanting a job necessarily, just from having a personal brand, right? And having an online presence. Whenever I want to launch any type of new product, any type of anything, I can do that and automatically have some type of following for it or demand for it because I have a personal brand. I have influence because I have a personal brand. I have people who follow me because I have a personal brand, right? So it's very important to have a personal brand. Matter of fact, I was listening to Dr. Dennis Kimbro, the author of Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice. And he was telling a story about a guy who worked at McDonald's. And he was saying how this guy, he was always so enthusiastic to go to work. He kept a positive attitude. He always did his job to the best of his ability. And so just his luck, a lady came in. She was some type of high level management within McDonald's Corporation or whatever. And when she got acquainted with the guy, she was so impressed by his enthusiasm and his drive that she left her card for him and told him, if you ever want to do a McDonald's franchise, own your own McDonald's franchise, let me know, and I'll help you with that. So about a few months went by. He gave her a call, and they came up with some type of creative financing where he was able to open his own McDonald's franchise. And I think that's just funny because I kind of had the same story with me getting the job down at Jam Pro in a whole nother state because of my personal brand and the way that I carry myself, et cetera, et cetera. Then also, not too long ago, I was offered the exact same thing, a master franchise opportunity, just because of me having a personal brand. So it's very important to create your personal brand and, most importantly, an online presence. I was talking to some entrepreneurs not too long ago, and they don't really see the value yet in the online presence. But what people got to realize, this is where it's at. It's not going away. You got to have your likes up on Facebook. You got to have your likes up on Instagram. If you can do Twitter, that's good too. YouTube is huge because you can rank easily on Google if you got YouTube videos. So it's very important, right? And so Alan asked me where would I recommend that you start if you wanted to start building your personal brand. I can tell you this. I was listening to Ty Lopez the other day, and he said, well, one way to look at it is, where are the most people at? And the answer to that is Facebook. So he said he recommended you start on Facebook first, and use a Facebook page, pay for ads, so that way you can advertise to the people that might be interested in your stuff and just grow that way. I didn't start at Facebook. I started with YouTube, right? So I started with YouTube, and then I worked my way over into Instagram, and then now I'm starting to somewhat build my Facebook up, but mainly YouTube, right? So I recommend YouTube first. Some people don't want to put their face out there, but I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be very hard to build a personal brand without putting your face out there. So you can do it, but it just might be harder. But some people like to go to podcast route, and you can go to podcast route, but you just won't be seen, which will make it harder for you to have that personal brand. But again, it is possible to do it. So I will start with YouTube or Facebook, but personally, I chose YouTube, and then just kind of grow from there. Instagram is good too because it's easy to get found on Instagram, because Instagram will, if they see that you have good engagement, they'll put you on the suggested page or the the search page where people can find you easily. Also, you can use hashtags easily on Instagram, which helps people to find you as well. So if y'all posting stuff and you're not using hashtags, I don't know why. You know what I mean? Stop worrying about what other people think. They go, oh, you hungry for likes because you're using all those hashtags. No, I'm trying to get discovered. I'm building a brand. That's why I'm using all those hashtags, okay? Don't worry about what nobody else say. Build that personal brand. A personal brand can take you a very long way. Okay, I have a very low turnover rate in my cleaning business because of my personal brand. A lot of people stick around with me, and sometimes I might say something that don't make sense to people all the time, but they'll take my word for it just because, you know what, that's AJ. I know what you're talking about. I'm gonna listen to him. You know what I mean? All because I built a personal brand. Okay, so it's very important, and I recommend that you do. Even if you start on Facebook on your personal profile, just start. You don't have to necessarily be like an entrepreneur and post all of these motivational quotes like the way that I chose to do it. You can do just stand for something. You can post political stuff, whatever you stand for in politics. Just post that stuff nonstop, and you'll start to notice once you start being your most authentic self, unapologetically in front of people, people will follow you. Why? Because other people are going to resonate with you. I don't care what you think. You know what I mean? If you think that there's talking trees out there somewhere, you're going to find at least 1,000 people out here in this world that's going to follow you and say, yeah, I think trees talk too. You know what I mean? No matter what you stand for, if you just stand for that, be bold and confident about it, people will follow you. I remember I was so curious to figure out why in the world do people follow me on YouTube when I first started, because you got so many people that you can follow out here. So why me? You know, but when you look at it, I said, well, you know what? They like they like how I'm authentic, right? I can't talk this morning, but they like how I'm authentic, and then also the fact that I have knowledge on a topic that nobody else is covering. So I found a niche. So I'm talking about cleaning businesses and cleaning franchises in particular, something that most people don't talk about or don't know about. And then I'm giving it to them in a way that they can understand it on a lower level, like on a level where I'm not using a bunch of big words. I'm not afraid to talk slang while still communicating the actual point. You know what I mean? While I'm still being intelligent with it, but I'm talking on a person-to-person level. You know what I mean? So just build. First off, figure out what you stand for. What do you believe in? What do you want to provide? How can you serve more people? What can you do to provide value? Okay, that's the number one thing. If you want to network with anybody, if you want to build with anybody, if you want to grow your personal brand, is figure out what can I do to provide value. Okay, so just like right now in the mastermind group, we provide more value because we're starting to open up to more different income streams that we provide. Like CJ is in there. Y'all know CJ, the one that I interviewed that said he was doing 60 grand a month in revenue in his cleaning business. Well, he's also into Shopify, and so he's starting to train people to do Shopify stores. I'm trying to think, but he just showed a mastermind group member yesterday, I believe it was, and she said she's well on her way to making 200 a day on Shopify. So we're starting to add that into the mix now. We're actually starting to structure it so we're gonna make that one of the staples of the group. Like cleaning businesses is one of the staples of the group. We're gonna start to make Shopify stores a staple of the group too. So, but I'll keep y'all posted on that later. But the bottom line is, just start with whatever platform that you already feel like you have the most engagement on. Start there and go super hard on it. Post 4 to 5 times a day. Make your stuff organized. I know mine ain't always organized, but sometimes a lot of content can overpower sloppy content, right? So, and that's the route that I take. However, if you can brand your stuff, like for example, every time you make an Instagram post and you put a red background with black letters, do that every single time, and that'll be like your stamp, right? Or every time you upload a video to YouTube, have a background, and you can go to canva.com to design this stuff for free, right? And just and make sure that all of your thumbnails match. You know what I mean? If you're doing Facebook, you can do like, I don't know, like make a little like some type of theme. Like when you first start off your status that you're about to post, maybe you put pound thought for the day, colon, and then you type in your little blurb for the day, right? Or anything, but just find a way to get people engaged, figure out a way to provide value for people, and not just something that you think people want, or you think that you can do because like everybody else is doing it. Figure out what you really can provide value in. Like what is it, something that you know that other people should know? You know what I mean? And then just do that. It doesn't have to necessarily be something that's going to make people money or going to help people with business. It could just be something that's entertaining. But whatever it is, just make sure that you're providing something that people want but they don't already have, or they want but they don't have it enough. They don't have enough of it. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully that was able to help. If y'all got more questions on this topic, drop them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank y'all.